Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's stream. It is earlier than usual, mostly because I have plans kind of like later today. I have friends coming into town, and I want to make sure that I have plenty of time with them, so stream is earlier for today. Other announcements that I have. Next Saturday, stream will be slightly later than usual. It'll be at 3 p.m. just because I will still have friends in town and they're kind of leaving right before stream starts, usually at 2, so I wanted to make sure I had time to prepare for it. So, if you do want like actual stream updates, I will have like my general schedule on here will always be like how I should be doing it, but any changes in times and like any extra streams I do, or if I cancel a stream, it will all be on my Instagram, which you can find linked in my bio. If you want to watch any of my previous streams, I do have a lot, but Twitch won't save them for me. So they are all on my YouTube channel, also linked in my bio. But other than that and that stuff, let's get into today's stream. So, at the beginning of the month, I asked on Instagram what people wanted to see more from me on Instagram and on stream, and someone suggested like my whole planning process and that type of thing. So I just asked if you guys want a stream series, and you said yes. So, stream series we are doing is a February plan with me. So last week we made 3 pages, 1, 2, and 3 in our style. So this first page is our quote page, and our theme is the Valentine's candy hearts. You guys did vote on a theme on Instagram as well. And so that's the theme I went with. And so we have my cute quote page, my calendar page, and I'm obsessed with this little thing here at the top. We got this, it was a stamp roller that I had, and we colored it in to look like a bunch of mini candy hearts. And I like it a lot. It's really cute. And then we also made this page, which is kind of like my main trackers, which are my bills, my cleaning, and my gratitude page. But that is all we have done so far. Oh, my title did not change. We're going to change that real quick. It should say episode 2, because that's what this is. There we go. It is episode 2 of our February Plan With Me series. So, we are going to start working on some weekly spreads. And I'll just go over my material list again. And the way I picked up my materials was just basically a set of pens and markers that fit my theme. And then like any of the stickers that I had that fit the theme as well. So, we gotta pull things out of this. Hold up. So I got these lovely pens. They're gel pens. I got them from Stationery Pal. They're my main color palette with their matching King Art markers. Very cute. And then with candy hearts, they tend to have like words written on it, or like their phrases in red. So I have these 3 red markers, pens. One is the Papermate Flare. One is a Crazy Art, and one is an Azure dual tip pen, and just so I had some variety, they're all the same shade. I also have these 2, which they are rolling stamp pens. This top one makes a little flower and then some dots and a little flower, and this bottom one makes the little heart and dots that we saw on the other page, and they're dual tip, so they have a writing edge as well. I have my pencil. I have ruler, scissors, for washi tape. Hold up, there we go. I grabbed a set of washi tape, like one set for each color except for the greens. I did a little bit of 3 because they're thinner, so a variety of washi tape. We'll bring that a little closer. And then I also have this washi tape, which has, So it has like the pale pink flowers with some yellow and some of that greenish blue. So I thought it fits the color palette and it'll be good to use, and it's a nice thicker one. I have a bunch of stickers from mostly Happy Planner, but some other places as well that I do not remember. And then I didn't have this material last session, but I wanted to include this session. I have a glue stick, and from the Paper Studio, I have just a bunch of sheets of paper, like just cute ones, and I figured it'd be fun maybe to use these along the edges to add some color or background to things, or like quotes. So yeah, I got this from Hobby Lobby, and it's Paper Studio brand, and I wanted to try it out. But those are our main materials for today. Golly gee. And we'll kind of be using these same materials throughout the streams for this month. So, like I said earlier, this is like a seeking to get inspiration and kind of get the idea of what you want to do in your planner. Feel free to plan along with me if you want. Okay. First things first. We need to make our first weekly. Oh, I already did. Haha. Okay, so this is my sketchbook. It has kind of all my plans with it. Like, I was testing the red pens in a heart just to see it. I have the color palette at the top, and I have a list here of all the things I want to make. So we already did the calendar and cover, as well as the habits, bills, and gratitude. And we're starting with our first weekly, which is just going to include these first 4 days of the month, because I didn't want to like combine it with that and that type of thing. I like ending my week, like my page on weekends, so we're doing that. So let's count out my boxes. Okay. I did this wrong. But that's fine. Okay. Okay. So let's figure out. I think my plan is to continue with these edges pages because I kind of like it. So I want to use yellow colors more in my spreads, but it's like really hard unless it's like that like slightly orangish yellow that's really easy to see. So I do not like using yellow as much. So what I just did was I used my yellow to mark my spacing, so now I can I won't have to color over my pencil markings because I don't always erase under the King Art pens. Okay. We're a little crowded here, but we'll make do. This page will be hard to see, 100%, just because it's yellow. I've used my ruler so much that it's getting my yellow marker dirty because of this edge. So I had to clean it. Okay. You can kind of see the boxes, but as we add stuff to it, it'll fill in a bit more. And then we're going to color in the edge. But I want to leave this space open for washi tape a design, so we're not going to color in that edge. So I know what each section will hold. We have 4 boxes here for the first 4 days of the month. This will be my to-do list. This will be my homework. And then down here and here is more for putting art and stuff. So after kind of making these edges, I want to go through my stickers and find anything that could work as the titles in my color palette or anything I do want to use to decorate. So we're gonna go through the non-stuck stickers. I want to use those. Let's say no here, no. We'll probably throw in a heart for sure. We can use that. Ooh, this to-do has cute little hearts around it with it. Yes! Perfect. Okay. I'm excited about that. We can use this. No, this one. Because that's homework. So I can use it for what I need. Maybe that. Maybe these. Okay. We'll kind of stop there with stickers. Functional ones must go down first. So, these are also cute. And I want to make sure I use all the other colors in this. So we're going to have homework. Ah, that's so cute. And due date. And then we're going to take our yellow and make a couple lines. So, a section for the homework, and then under due date it has been split in half, so I can say when it is due and when it is done. Cool. Homework section done. Now we're going to throw in the pink for our to-do list. And we'll put stars on either side. Okay. And those stars are kind of flowery, like this rolly thing, so we're going to put that underneath. And then I'm going to use the other side, which is a fine pen, to kind of, if one of these just didn't turn out so as well. So fix it. And I'll give you guys a close at that. So you can see tiny little flowers. I like these a lot more now that I'm like testing them out and seeing how they work. So yes. Now, okay, I'm going to do what I did on the calendar and make tiny hearts in the corner that tell you what day it is. We'll use the red right in the date. We'll also write the day of the week. Starts on Wednesday. Now we can decorate. Decorating. I want to do paper. So we're going to kind of see if there's one that works. This kind of does. But I want, is there purpley or something more blue? This is kind of cute. Cute. Interesting. There's like, on this paper, if you look really closely, it's like, there's people doing things. I think that's really cute. Okay. This one. This is, no. We're gonna find this vibe. What paper we want. This one, okay. I want to kind of put it here along the bottom with a cool looking tear. Nice. I'm gonna do that. I like that. Okay. Now with my scraps of paper, I am going to like save these of like in a weird bin just for paper because I will probably want to use it in the future and I don't want to waste anything that I'm using. Okay. I wanted to use this, but it doesn't fit. It will if I believe. And I cut it. I'll use these scraps later. Okay. And then I wanted some washi. I need more purple and blue in the spread, so those are the washies we're gonna use. One thing I like make sure whenever I'm building a spread is to balance the colors I'm using as best I can. Like, yes, yellow will be the dominant color in this spread because it is like the edges color, but I want to make sure all the other colors kind of get fair use in this. So that is what I am trying to achieve. Okay, I've only like gone this type of washi tape once. And like this, the set that I have that I got this stuff in, is the only set I have of it. I've never seen any other washi tape like it. But like most washi tape feels like masking tape. Very papery, that type of thing. But this one that I'm using, these two, they're plasticky. Like, they feel more like, not necessarily like the level of packing tape or like normal masking tape. Not masking tape, like tape you use to wrap presents. But it's somewhere in between. And I don't know how I feel about it. Because sometimes the pattern gets stuck to itself. And doesn't necessarily like lift up as much. It's weird. Okay. Sticker sheet. Okay, that's my favorite thing to do. These are like, I like these a lot. Ooh, I knocked this off. Where like I can color in the hearts and give them a theme that fits what I'm looking for. So, like if I want to buy from sticker shops, I would love it if they could like, they have their stickers like pre-colored in a palette, because those are nice, because if you buy like a sticker book or a bunch of stickers in the same palette, same theme, you can use it throughout the whole month. But I also think it would be really freaking cool if they had like the same sticker book, same thing, but like entirely like papery and blank, so you could like color it in yourself and add it to your book. I got an Etsy gift card for like my birthday, and I finally decided to use it. And I bought from this sticker shop called Swirly Nicks, and she has those. And I got really excited because she makes really cute stickers. She has Chinese New Year ones. She has a bunch of really cute cat ones that I'm obsessed with. Cute like latte drink ones. Lots of cute holiday ones. But of like all her stickers, she also had like a blank white version of them, like black and white. And I was like, I think I'm like 99% sure they'll come like papery. And if they do, I'm going to be very, very excited because I feel like it'd be fun to like color them and to fit a theme that I want or something. Like, I bought like both versions of the stickers that she got. So I did get like I got like her pre-colored in ones and her non-colored in ones just because like it's cool and I want to like use her pre-colored in ones for like themes and setups as necessary if they fit it, but I also want to like I like having that option to color them in to fit my theme and that type of thing. If I start a sticker business, I'll do that for you guys. I'll make sure to do it. You can edge into that. That's so cute. Okay. We're gonna make these all really cute, guys. I promise. Also, I do like these Happy Planner. They're like the clear kind of sticker backgrounds, and they kind of have color. So like on this envelope, it's like half decorated by the paper underneath, half not, and I really like it. It's cute. And now we just pop in some hearts to fill in the empty space. I need more small decorations. What else do we got? No. Yes. No. Oh, hello, sticker that came up. Sure. This is what I need. Okay. And we'll also look right here. This just has like the months and stuff, so. Okay. Weird obsession time. Okay, I don't like always watch my old, like the videos I post again and again, because sometimes I'm like, that was okay, I could have done better. But I will say, I love watching the time lapses. especially watching like myself rifle through stickers on like top speed. I don't know. It's really cool in my mind. Just kind of seeing them go through by very quickly. Let's, yeah, no, it's too late. There we go. This is our first weekly, half weekly, whatever. This is cute. I like the vibes. Yes. Okay, let's go to the next week. So, we do need to figure out how we want to do this. So, the days I want this weekly to encompass is the 5th through the 11th. This is, there we go. And then I made a list right here, kind of, and it says what I need in all of my weeklies. So I need a place for the days and events, my to-do list, my homework list, my habits. I didn't make a spot for my habits. Oh no. Oh no. You know what? Whatever. We will make a spot for the habits. I always forget to make spots for my habits. It's the worst thing. We'll just make a habit tracker page. Usually I don't do that because what I try to do, we'll go to November as an example. So here's November. What I try to do is like, or yeah, October will work better. I try to incorporate my habits on this page. So my habits are all right here in my L.I.L task list. Or on like this page, they have little boxes that I can check off. These are all habits. Because I'm very much out of mind person, so I try to make my planner with that in mind so that I can like always see my habits, so I always remember to do all of them and that type of thing. And I've been using the L.I.L method for like most of November, all of December, and all of January. Which has been good because the L.I.L method makes it so I can easily track my habits within it. My habits are here and that type of thing. But since I am kind of bored of the L.I.L method, I'm deciding to switch out of it after January because it's just not something I want. So I forgot to put in habits, like a habit tracker. Like I had a fold-out one, which I kind of like. Which okay. I have like a little stamp calendar. This will work. We'll make a habit tracker later in the spread. But we do need to plan the weekly. Still. I think I know exactly the style I want to make it. I just need to make it the spacing right. Okay. So 7 whole days, I need 7 spots. Okay. I think we're gonna go with one of my favorite weekly styles. And this weekly style is basically like just different sized boxes, and each box holds a different purpose, which will make more sense as I make it. it's this style. This is what it is. So I have 3 boxes down every freaking column. They all have a specific length. It's going to be more like this side of the page. This side did not work out as planned, where it's like a little bit of space, box, a little bit of space, box. And I will just kind of do the spacing, like draw it out, but then I will eyeball the rest so that I can have different size boxes, and then one box in each of these sections of 3 will be for a day, and then we'll have some for like either the habits or like something I need to jot down, like my to-do list, and then a spot for decoration. So day, decoration, to do, day, to do, decoration, and then so on and so forth. So let's make it. Also, you guys get like extra flip throughs of this journal and that type of thing. Okay. Oh, fudge. This fell out. We need to put it back. Yeah. I'm gonna make green my primary color and use these little washies. We're gonna use, I don't know which one more. We'll see. Okay. These little bad boys will be the star of the show because I rarely use these thinner washi tapes. I'm not the biggest fan of them because I do not like having to use them. But I will give them purpose. So, we're going to use, one reason I don't like them is they're like, they will like come up very easily and they're very hard to lay down. They're good for decoration and I do like, they serve a great purpose in like creating natural borders, which I am using here. I'm using them to create my borders. But they can be quite annoying. Like, there's a washi tape where it's just like, you can get washi tape that's like 2 of these thick, which is like a perfect small size washi tape. But these sizes aren't as great. Let's talk books, because usually I do that on stream. And I did not talk about last week. So, I have just started the school semester again. And since I am an English major, I do have to do a lot of reading for school, which makes it like weird with my textbook situation. Because sometimes I do have to get like actual like textbooks. I am taking a Victorian literature class this semester. So I have like a book that tells you about the history of like the time period as well as like what's going on, because it's Victorian lit. It's taken like British literature class. That's what this is. And so I do have a textbook for that, but then usually I always need to also get physical books. So my classes, like, they give me a reason to go book shopping, and I do usually like the books that we read in class. For example, I've read Fahrenheit 451, so I kept that book. In the past, I've read Gilead, Jane Eyre, Hard Times. I have a lot of these books already that like I just keep for my class. Sometimes my classes even go as far as get like novels. I took this young adult fiction class, which was my favorite class. It was also the hardest class because I had to read like 2 books. I did have to read 2 books a week, so I would have 25 read by the end of the semester. And that was just like a lot of time taken up. But and like she had me get like 9 books. Like those are my textbooks, just 9 different young adult literature books, which I still have and I love them, and they're great. So I like this whole idea of like my textbooks are usually just like more books that I will keep. Rarely do I get actual textbooks that I need to read, and even if I do, they're usually just like what's it called? They're just kind of like, this is just a book with a bunch of poetry in it, or it has a bunch of short stories, and I like short stories, so that's the type of thing. Those are the textbooks I get. I keep trying to put this down, but I still need it like a fool. Okay. Anyway. But yeah, lots of fun books. So, and on like good side of things, my homework is primarily reading for class or writing, and those are things I know how to do and I enjoy doing. Where was I going with this as well? The books I'm currently reading. Books I'm reading. That's where I'm going with this. Anyway, so books I'm currently reading. I'm reading a British lit and Victorian textbook right now. We're looking at different writers at the time, some of their works. Right now we're a little bit at like the shorter works and their history. Like this past week we studied Tennyson, and he was a poet, and I really like his poetry. Great guy. I liked his stuff, especially his in memorandum A.H.H. It took him. It's like a really freaking long poem, or like collection of different like short poems, all with different purposes. And he talks about, and it took him like 15 years to write this because it's like about his friend. But it's about his friend who died. Let me finish that though before I start a new one. But yeah, it's about his friend who's died, and I really liked it because my family and I are still kind of mourning a loss of sorts, and so one of his little excerpts in that poem, it's number 13, kind of encompassed that feeling of mourning really well, and I liked it. And I liked his other poems. I don't remember the name of them. One was like Mariana. That one's pretty good. Also, kind of follows the vibe of like being abandoned by a dead loved one, which now that I think about it, may fit it more than our analysis in class. Because like one of the major things is we always talk about like his like pieces as well, but also his life, so you can kind of see how they go hand in hand. Um, and so Tennyson, he lost a lot of people in his life. His dad died, and then his brother was declared insane or like put in an asylum. And mental health at the time was not treated well at all. So like you had a nervous breakdown, you're going to the asylum. Anyway, there's that. And then like he had his best friend, and his best friend was going to marry his sister, which is like the ultimate way to like best way to keep close with your best friend is have them marry into the family. And then his best friend dies. And so his memorandum is about his best friend's death and him mourning that. And so I kind of am like, you got to look at his pieces as like they are about like, sometimes they do have other purposes. The Lady of Shalott has its own thing. It's about unrequited love. But then there are some that, even if they don't directly say that they're tied to his life, they can be. And I know that I do like writing, and I will like put things in my writing that do kind of tie to my life, way things are, that type of thing. I don't always do it, but like I have written a couple pieces where I do kind of like relate it to my life and what I'm going through and that type of thing. But yeah, that's one of the things for reading. Before we continue with what I'm reading, I want to explain what I did here. So, I used one washi tape to kind of create a border around the whole thing, and then I used these two, and I switched them out as I did the spacing I need. So, I'll have 3 boxes here, 3 boxes here, and I felt like this was a really easy way to keep with my spacing. The hardest thing for me is making sure that I stay within the boxes I need to, and so this will help. Which also means that I cannot use my green marker for this because I used it as my border. That's kind of my go-to thing. I can. It'll be fine. I'll just use it once and not twice like some of these. But yeah. So, more other things I'm reading. For one of my classes, I'm reading Fahrenheit 451. And for this class, this is what's it called? This class is studying McCarthyism. And so, Fahrenheit 451 was kind of written during that time in America. And so we are studying McCarthyism and how it kind of fits in with the book. And so I'm reading Fahrenheit 451. I've read it before, so I kind of already know what I'm doing. And I understand the book and most of its symbols. And so I'm trying to use this read-through to kind of help me prepare for an essay. I have to write a 15-page paper by the end of the semester. That's my final, so I'm hoping to kind of get it with this book that I already know very well and that type of thing. So hopefully that works out. Other books I'm reading for class. This other one is, I'm also taking a rhetoric class. And the book is called Words Like Loaded Pistols. And basically it's just kind of talking about rhetoric and how you can use it and a little bit of the history of it. But other things in that class we have been reading is, okay, English classes are just weird in general. I'm going to state that fact. That is just, English classes are wild. You never know what you're going to get. Sometimes you get like someone who's very focused on the topic, like in a very strict manner and that type of thing. But sometimes you're just going to get like weirdness that you don't think would happen in an English class. So for my rhetoric class, my teacher mentioned we will need to watch the Black Panther movie for homework. This past week we talked about how Master Yoda is a rhetorician master. Like, that's just how it goes. R2D2 is on the cover of my textbook. Like, that's just how it is. We read a speech given by RM from BTS this week, and we analyzed it. But we also do like serious things as well. We have also just analyzed the New Year's speech given by the Ukrainian president. I think he's a president. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But guy in charge of Ukraine. And kind of studying the rhetoric used in that. And if you're confused about what rhetoric is just how you say things and how you're trying to convince someone of something or persuade them. Not necessarily in the manipulative way. For example, the way I'm talking here on stream is that I'm talking to you in a way that I hope will keep you watching, keep you interested, keep you entertained, and that type of thing. So I do talk about bullet journaling and things that may relate to it and the content I am producing. That is the rhetoric I am doing. So that's kind of what rhetoric is if you're confused. And rhetoric can go down to like the simple things you text and that type of thing. It's and how you talk to people. So that's your little English lesson on rhetoric. So that's I am looking at all these weird things that you wouldn't think I would study in an English class. But we're kind of looking at the rhetorical situation of things and that type of thing. For example, when we talked about how Jedi Master Yoda is a rhetorician, it's because, I forget the exact term, but there is a rhetorical device where you put the most important thing first and say the least important stuff at the end. So when he says, do or do not, there is no try or something like that, he's putting the most important information first and putting the least important at the end, and that is something you do with rhetoric. So that's cool stuff right there. That's what we're doing. And so in that class, we've just kind of been looking at a variety of things. We mostly just have textbook and then anything she gives us. So we will be watching stuff, we will be reading stuff. But I do have this textbook filled with speeches and stuff she wants us to look at. And then class, because I do go to a religious school, and I did want to take this class, so it is having us read religious texts and scripture and stuff. So that is also what I am studying. So that's it for stuff that I have to read for school. And I do like reading for school because I always find new books that I'm interested in. I developed my love for Shakespeare through reading in school and learning about it that way. And I developed love for some of my favorite classics like Frankenstein. I love Frankenstein. Victor Frankenstein is a very silly man. That's it. End of story. He's very stupid. and a genius. It's hilarious. Anyway, so I do like reading for school. I just, sometimes it's hard because there's always that time crunch that comes with it that makes it really hard to kind of focus, and also like I don't get to take my time always. Well, it's annoying. So the teachers are like, take your time to read it, annotate, and I do annotate it in classes and stuff because I need to, and I get grades for my annotations. But it also gets mildly annoying because it either takes me longer or I don't have enough time to do it. There are like classes where I have to read like 100 pages for one class and then 100 other pages for another class, and those days are really rough on me. So there's that. English classes are crazy. But let's stop talking about boring English classes. Other books I'm reading. My family, we have a couple traditions. With my dad, he would always, when I was younger, he would take us out to lunch. Just like a thing he always did, and it was called Dadder-Day, because it was Saturday and we would play with Dad. He would take us out to lunch. If it was your birthday month, you got to pick where we would go and that type of thing. As all his children has gotten older, it is now switched to on Zoom. So once a month, we all get on Zoom together. If it's your birthday month, you pick what movie we're going to watch, and then my dad will DoorDash us all food, which is very kind and sweet of him. It's a fun tradition. I love it. We're doing it tonight. I'm very excited. But that's Saturday. And as time has gone on, my mom also has like all her adult children now, and she wants to spend more time with us, but like phone calls aren't as enough for her, and I wanted to make sure that she got time with all of us more, and to kind of make her happy and feel good. And then I also wanted to make sure our whole family kind of stayed connected. So I created, I guess, our Mommer Day. DoorDash is like the virtual food court from the malls of the early 2000s. That is so true. 10 out of 10. I miss going to like food court in the malls. I haven't been to a mall in ages, and most of the malls I go to don't necessarily have a food court anymore. Anyway, so my mom, I want to make her a Saturday of sorts so she can have time with us. So twice a month, where I created this family book club because some of us like reading and that type of thing. So it's a family book club. I have a Google Docs kind of laid out for it and that type of thing to kind of keep track of it, journal it. So each month we what's that? Okay, that's out of the way. Anyway, so each month we kind of read a book together as a family, and we meet on Zoom to talk about it. So the book is chosen. If it's your birthday month, you can choose the book that everybody's going to read. If it's nobody's month, we have a wheel of genres. We spin it. Like for January, it was nobody's month, so we spun the wheel. We got fantasy. Everybody submitted a fantasy book they found interesting, and then I spun a wheel with all the fantasy books, and that's how we chose our book. And so we got The Color of Magic by Terry Pratchett this month. I am not too far into it. I don't know how I feel about it yet, just because I don't know. I don't know if I like it or if I want it. Like, I'm a little bit of the way in. It's an interesting fantasy concept, but I am very much like a fantasy romance type person. So it's not entirely my cup of tea just yet. But I won't like make a judgment call if I really like it or hate it until I'm at least 50 pages in. Just to be safe. So I am reading that book. Out of obligation, kind of. We'll see if I like it. And then the other book that I'm reading right now is L.I.L by Stephanie Garber. I've read Once Upon a Broken Heart and The Ballad of Never After, and I was like, I need more of this world. I want more of Jax, and I know Jax is in L.I.L. So I got the whole series from the library, and I'm working through it. I just haven't, with school, I haven't had as much time to read because I need to make sure I get the school stuff done first, and that type of thing. Let's go there. And so I haven't had much time to like personally read. And then like after school, my next priority is the book club read. Oh, and with the book club, we try to meet twice a month. One is just like get together on Zoom, read together, so like to encourage people to read through it. And then the end of the month is when we have our discussion. But yeah, I haven't been able to do some personal reading as much, which brings me to something that has been very helpful this month, and that is my January challenge was a self-care challenge. I'm still working through it, but some of the items on the list have been very helpful. Like when I got L.I.L that day, I'm like, I really want to read this, so I did one of the where is it? Here's my challenge, and like one of the things is like spend 30 minutes reading, and then another one is spend an hour reading for fun. So I really like this challenge because it has like forced me to take time to myself and like fulfill those like needs that I'm feeling. So if I'm like feeling if I'm like, oh, I need to be creative, I want to take care of myself mentally, I have kind of this section. If I'm feeling gross as a person, like I have the beauty one. If my house is stressing me out, I have this one, and all this stuff. If I just need a good snack, I have this one to kind of choose from. It has been a great way to kind of fulfill those needs that I like need throughout the day. It has been stressful in like some aspects though, because I'll be like, oh yeah, I need to go do this, and then I'm like, oh fudge, I do need to do that, and I don't feel like I have time to, and that type of thing. Okay. What I'm doing now, by the way, is like, I made all the boxes going down the thing, and they look a little wonky, so I am going to like color in all the space around the boxes, by the way. Anyway. So, I'm very happy that I chose the self-care thing because this month has been hectic. On top of starting the semester, I now have 2 jobs, which I am very excited about because one of them is an internship that I hope will lead to a long-term job. And this internship, so one of them is like I have a cleaning job. It happens at night. So waking up early is not my strong suit. Today was a little rough. Anyway, but my new one, it's a remote job, my own hours, I kind of pick that. But I do need to like make sure I do the hours during the week. So I'm trying to do like day. So my work week is about 25 hours in total. pretty good. But it has been like scary starting this new job because I'm like, I hope I'm doing things right. We'll see how it goes. And that type of thing. But it has been kind of stressful to be like, okay, I need to do schoolwork, I need to do 2 jobs, and then I like also need to take time for myself and that type of thing. And friends. On top of that, I'm very excited because I have 2 friends visiting. First one is coming today and she's leaving Monday, and then the one after that is coming like Tuesday and leaving Saturday-ish. And so I'm very excited about that, but it's also like nerve-wracking because I want to make sure, okay, I still have stuff I need to do. I still have class to go to. I still have work and homework to do while they're here, but I also want to make sure I have time to like hang out with them. So I've been trying to get ahead on my homework and that type of thing. It has been crazy. So I'm hoping that February is going to be more chill, that I can like kind of gather my bearings and that type of thing. I'm also though like happy that I didn't go into 2023 saying this is going to be great, like I'm going to start strong, because it is impossible for me to start strong at this point. I started this month burnout, and I have still burnt out, mostly. I'm like kind of getting better the past couple days this week. I've been able to like take a hold on things, but I'm becoming less burnt out, but I'm still a little burnt out. So I'm glad that I kind of said, I don't need to start this year off strong. I can start it where I'm at, and that type of thing. Okay. This is looking cute, guys. And that type of thing. I need to redo yellow. Haha. I didn't do this side. So. And I think, take the year at your pace, okay? If you take, like, don't try to get some of your goals done right away. Don't worry about that. Worry more about the process of doing your goals and being like, okay, when's a good time that I can actually dedicate time to these goals and completing them and that type of thing. And I think I started this last year, and I think it's also very important to continue, is that with your goals, do not just, oh golly, where's my brain going? So, okay, let's do an example. One of my goals this year is I have these mason jars that are huge. I don't drink water a lot. So my goal is to drink a mason jar of water every day so that I can at least get in the habit of hydrating myself enough. During the stream, I have mostly been drinking Mountain Dew mixed with grape juice because I'm tired and that will wake me up. But that's kind of my go-to goal. And so my goal is to do that every day this year. I am not going to stop trying for this goal the day that I don't finish a mason jar. I'm not going to like give up and say, oh no, I already failed. There's no point in trying for the rest of the year and that type of thing. The purpose of this goal is to get me to drink water and a decent amount each day. Keep Lydia hydrated. I don't hydrate myself. I need to like put this into action. It's been an issue. I'm like too well accustomed to like the signs that I'm about to pass out to dehydration. Anyway, with that in mind, like, don't look at your goals and be like, the day you fail it is the day that you're done with it, that you need to stop. So if your goal is, another one of my goals is trying to get something published this year, like, no, 2 things published. I have one piece of my writing in the works of being published in a magazine. I'm very excited for that. I will share it with you guys the day it's published. But, I want to get 2 more things in the process of being published by the end of this year. I'm not going to stop for this goal if I get a rejection letter. I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to, like, if it's the last week of the year and I haven't published anything, I'm going to still keep trying. And I think that's what you should do with your goals. You should not stop them because you have already failed at this point, or it's already impossible at this point to actually achieve it. The purpose of a goal is to improve yourself nonetheless. So put those steps in place to give yourself the ability to improve. I have goals from last year that have carried over because I did not complete them. I have modified them to help me complete them a little bit better, or like get closer to, but that type of thing. Like, I had a goal last year to drink water every day, but because I didn't specify what it is, there were like still, and I didn't like give myself a mini goal to reach each day, like the mason jar. I didn't always do it and that type of thing. So I've like adjusted my goal, drink a mason jar of water every day, my big mason jars, and that type of thing, so that I am in the habit of trying to achieve this goal. And then it's the process that matters. Drinking water every day. And like, there has already been a day where I like had this much water left, and so I did not count it as like a day that I completed it. And so that goal is already technically like failed, but I'm not going to stop because this is something I want for myself, and if I really want to improve, I'm not going to give up this easily. And I encourage you guys to do the same with your goals, to use them as a way to improve yourself. And like, if your goal is to exercise more, but you also don't exercise to begin with, put in like, define what it means to exercise more. For example, I want to exercise more. My goal last year was to exercise for at least half of the year. Did not reach it. I did not spend like half of the year exercising. I did like 2 or 3 days a month, and that was it. Wasn't enough. So I have modified that goal is to go 4 months with exercising. So not necessarily like spend a whole month exercising every day and that type of thing, but like collectively, I need to spend 4 months worth of exercising. And I'm trying to put steps in place to do that. So on my self-care challenge, I do have 2 of the activities are exercising, so that I will do it. And that type of thing. It's like, one is do yoga and one is go on a long walk or something. So those are the steps I'm putting into place to kind of guarantee I do it. And in the future, I probably will do like an exercising monthly challenge of sorts. We'll see how that goes. Okay. I've colored in all the cute boxes. A little closer look, you can see like it's purple, but then there's also these divider lines that are like keeping mostly with the green. So let's start. So in this weekly, I need a place for each day and its events. I need a place for my to-do lists, homework lists, and a place to be creative. So let's do this. And my goal is to kind of look for something that I can use like the day it is. Maybe it's like a tiny sticker that I can say like, this is Monday. No. do not. Well, we might use that. We'll see how this goes. No color palette. No. Kind of, but they don't fit the theme. Ooh, we got yellow ones, but I don't have enough. This is the struggle. This. Yeah? Yeah. Yes, Lydia has an idea of what she wants. Now, 5, 6, 7, 10. This week is actually going to be longer than expected, but that's fine. Okay. Sorry, I'm thinking a bit more, just in case. Because I want to make sure the hearts stay very consistent within this theme. That is the main thing I need. And I don't want to use black pen because I use that a lot in the past months, and that's the thing with my themes. I know I use black pen so much that I want to try and make sure that when I create themes that I have other pens I can use that aren't just black. Okay. We're thinking. Because I kind of want to use these hearts again. We're thinking. And what I want to use these for is to kind of set it down, and then I can write the day it is. But this hearts, the theme is candy hearts, so let's keep it heart focused. Okay. Starting with blue. Ooh. I am now tempted to put a big heart in the middle and write the activities around it. Yep, that's what we're doing. Okay. Wait. Okay. My brain thought this was the week that Valentine's Day was included, but it is not. These hearts are going to be lopsided and weird, but that's okay. Okay. Bigger marker. Starting on the 5th. And then we're going to use my small flare tip to kind of just write what day of the week it is, just because I need that. Well, look at this. That's cute. No. But that'd be really messy, and I didn't want to mess it up. But we will use it in this bread. Okay. Don't forget to hydrate. Okay. Now we need to-do lists and homework. Now, with this type of spread, it's homework line. So, instead, I will have a different box for each of my classes so that I can be like, okay, this box is dedicated to the homework from this class and so on and so forth. So let's find my headers. Maybe you, maybe you, maybe this. Maybe this. Okay. So I am taking 4 classes. Okay, those I can save. These don't get as much use. So, I have 4 classes. We need 4 boxes for those classes. So, 1, 2, 3, that I can usually lift the just kind of what I'll do is like write what class number it is, so homework, we have the class number, and then I'll do the assignment, and then I'll do dash and like the date it's due. So that's kind of like the way I keep track, and what I'll use is with this version I'll use highlighters to kind of track what things are done and what things aren't. With this setup, I'll write the homework assignment, the day it's due, and then I'll just color in this column if it's completed. And I'll put a dash next to the homework in this column for the class it's for. And my to-do lists, usually they are also in the format of like, if they're not the L.I.L method, which I kind of enjoyed for the past couple months, I will highlight them once I'm done with the task. So, do I have an example in this notebook? Yes, I do. These are falling out, but so here's the example. It's the to-do list for this week, and I highlight the tasks that are done. And the reason I do this is because I'm a very visual person. So habit trackers, out of sight, out of mind. That's why they're in sight. And with my to-do list, I kind of keep with that insight in my like visual thing. So I can just look through this list, and I'm like, okay, what isn't colored in? And that's what my brain looks for. I know to look for the stuff that doesn't have color with it. And the same thing kind of went with the L.I.L method. We'll go to this week, because you know my events mostly. But as you see kind of right here, this top thing, colored in. It's done. These 2 things, not colored in. They're not done. And so on and so forth. The dots here are kind of more symbolic of like I've already moved stuff over to next week. Or like here's my homework list, colored in, done. Not colored in, not done. So that's kind of that's the way I plan. Keep in mind like my visual needs. And I encourage you, as someone maybe who like trying out how they want to plan or so figure things out. What do you need? Visual is the easiest way to tell what's done and what isn't. Writing next to it, colors. I like colors. I like visual things. If you need, all for you. Go. Do what you need to do. I will not judge. Okay. Back to what we're doing. I do need 4 boxes for to-do lists. So, we're gonna try and figure out what I want to use. Maybe these. We'll see. No. No. Maybe. I like those. Okay. I do have my plan. Okay. Let's do this. Now we're gonna use it. Make sure it's the right side up or whatever. So, since this column already has like a task list box, we're not going to put another one in it. We're going to put it in this column instead. So, here's here just to kind of see their size and where I would want to kind of put this. I'm upset. That doesn't look as pretty. But we will roll with it. And we are going to put a green boy here. We're gonna take this, get this working. Okay. Okay, that one kind of worked. Gonna color it in. So as you can see, I'm kind of making this cute little banner design of sorts. That one worked out really well. And we'll just do this one while we have it out. Okay. This side we are going to do cute little banners instead. Yellow deserves to get some love. And we'll do another green. Okay. And then do what we did on the first page, and that is color in some of the hearts. And even though I can't see these ones very well, we're just gonna add hearts either way. Nobody can stop me. this one is cute. So we got today, and then the little pattern with some hearts colored in and sticking out. Okay, homework and to-do list section's done. It is decorating time. So I want to use these stickers and these ones. And I also want to make sure we get some washi tape. So, kind of use those ones already. Don't want to use that one because it just says beautiful on it, so that looks cute. This is what we're doing. Little patterns. And you know what? Let's put some of this yellow one in here. Cut off this edge. Because I want this yellow one used. It deserves it. Okay. That's it for washi tape. Now I can still put stuff on the washi tape. We're gonna find some flowers that fit the vibes. No. No. I like this. There's a yellow guy right here. I'll keep my finger there. There's some purple, pinks. Is he better? Oh yes, I like the gold. Okay. Okay, I like that, but I need something underneath. Okay, pull this back out. Yes. That's cute. And finishing touch. A heart for good. 2 hearts actually. Haha, I need one more. Some hearts for good measure. No, we're gonna do 3. My brain needs more. Hehe. That's cute. Box done. Next box. We're gonna pull from you. Because these have cute boxy things. No, I don't want that love. This is really cute. Okay, this sticker, stinking cute. But it doesn't fit the vibes. What about this month? That's cute. Kind of fits the vibes. But no. Alas. Quotes. Yes. Maybe that. Because I want to use that sticker sheet. Okay. I will do, so. I used a MySD card. I bought a bunch of stickers and stuff from shopping. Oh, thank you for the adorable. I just saw that. Okay. I want that quote. Doesn't fit in that box though. Does fit in this box. Anyway. Bought a bunch of stickers recently. And with that in mind, I do want to like even out my sticker collection. I want to make sure I have room for the stuff I just bought, so I am trying to use up a lot of stickers and sticker sheets to kind of be like, yes, I do have room for this, and it's okay that I bought this and that type of thing. Ooh, these are cute. These are also cute. Quotes. Nah, we're gonna go with you. Another sticker sheet done. Like, when I've been like personally journaling, if like there will be spots where I just kind of write like I used 2 sheets to create this spread, and it's not like I like used whole sheets. It's more of like I used like sheets that were mostly empty already. So okay, boxes. I want to add something to that box, and I know what it is. That's it. That's all it needs. Okay. This box. We want some of these hearts I can color in. Ooh. Maybe. No, it's too dark. No. But yeah, I want to use up my sticker sheets to make up for the fact that I have bought more. Now we're gonna hype myself up. Because there hasn't been a lot of purple. Anyway, yeah. Using up stickers to make up for the fact that I have bought more. Ooh, speaking of stationery. We had like the English department opening social this past week. And with it, they had some things and prizes. They usually like give out nice editions of books as prizes. But they also had, like, if you complete this, like, get to know you scavenger hunt of sorts, you could golly gee, why isn't my brain working? You could win a moleskin notebook. I dragged my husband along. I had made a mistake. Put you back. Yeah, so I dragged my husband along, and I was like, you're gonna hang out with me because I'm awkward and shy. And so he helped me, and he also, so we did the scavenger hunt. We both got notebooks, so, which is very exciting. However, at the same time, I also like, because I am tracking in my yearly planner, like, what stationery I'm using, so I just use up, and my goal is to use up as much as I either buy or get. So, I do need to use up a notebook because I got a new one, which, for me, I will say this. I am almost done with my personal journal right now. I have like 7 pages left in it, which I'm very excited about because then I can like I can go with blue. Because then I can like switch it out for a new journal, and I can validate myself and be okay with the fact that I got a new notebook and that type of thing. So I'm hoping to use that up soon. I have not 7 pages, but I have kind of transitioned into more kind of, no, I don't want that. I know what I want. I've transitioned into more of a two-page setup when I'm writing in my journal. So I hope to continue that and finish it up a little sooner. And I already have my next notebook in mind. Like, no questions asked, it's picked out. And I'm very excited. We're gonna cut this sticker, just so it has. Yeah. I do have my next personal journal picked out. And I'm excited to use it. I didn't even realize I finished this one. Haha. Okay, we're gonna kind of speed run because I need to move on. I got things to do. Okay. So, let's flip through kind of what we did today. What the? Okay. Sorry about that random shine. I didn't realize that there. So we did this cute page with cute decoration. I am a maximalist decorator. Then we have this page. So we have the date, the task list, and the little decoration sections. We'll take a look at all of them. So, that's that. Okay, let us pop over here. I'm gonna tidy up and chat at the same time as we do this. One, I do want to thank, I noticed this week for some reason, don't know why or how, but I appreciate nonetheless that I got a sudden increase in followers here on Twitch. So any of you guys watching this either now or later, I do want to thank you for following me. I really appreciate it and all the support I get, whether or not you stream itself and that type of thing. If there is a time that you prefer to stream and maybe I can like change my schedule and that type of thing, feel free to like let me know. I'd be happy to kind of mix things up if necessary to like make that possible. So I am excited about that. And I want to say, nope, actually where my brain is stopping. Haha, we're gonna stop there. Okay, today it is time. So we just finished that session. Join me next week for like part 3 and that type of thing. But we are going to transition into journaling mode. So I have my personal journal here, who has gotten very thick because I'm almost done with it. But we got to pick a journaling prompt from our little jar of prompts today and that type of thing. So this one has a prompt and a prompt. I'm going to do this one. Oh golly gee, in my handwriting. I cannot read this prompt. My handwriting is too bad. I am sorry. Okay. Different prompt. Oh golly gee. Okay, so this prompt jar will have spiritual prompts of sorts. And I'm going to say that in advance, so if you are not someone who likes spiritual journaling prompts, feel free to change the name, the person, whatever, or, yeah. These are all my previous prompts I've done on stream, so feel free to like look at that. But this is the prompt for the day. I'm going to put it in chat. And I just have a spiritual prompt because I like doing, I'm a Christian. I like doing this type of thing. So the prompt is serious about doing what the Lord wants, whatever it may be. So in my terms, it's what Jesus Christ wants or what God wants for me. That's my prompt. If you're not a spiritual person, feel free to do a different prompt. I will not like, you can like say that about your parents or your partner, like being there, like are you serious about kind of being someone for them or your friend, whatever. Or you can choose a completely different like prompt. Up to you. Okay. So, little prompt file. So, today for materials we are going to use the Happy Planner Spoonful of Faith. I got this for Christmas for my best friend. It's a really cute one and I've been using it for the past couple spreads. So like, here are some spreads I've done. I haven't used it there. These are just fun ones. Used up some yellow stickers and those. But I used some of it in here for this 2-page one. And I used this one yesterday. But that's it. Okay. I'm going to get writing. I encourage you to write. I'll come back to you guys in like 10-ish minutes. And we'll chat about what we wrote. Cool. you're still answering the prompt, feel free to keep journaling. I'm just going to kind of wrap up stream here and talk about what I wrote in my journal. So, I did go with the more spiritual prompt, are you serious about doing what the Lord wants, whatever it may be? And Lord can be replaced with God or whoever you want, or you can do a different prompt. Anyway, earlier this week, 2 days ago, I did a different prompt in my journal, which was, what would God have you do with your life? And I kind of wrote down 3 major things I think God would have me do with my life. And so I took those 3 things and I evaluated them with this question, like, these are the things that God said he may want me to do, or that I believe he would want me to do, and where am I at with doing what he wants, and how serious I am with it. So I kind of evaluated those in here, and I kind of talked about, my main conclusion was, I am serious, but I am not as serious as I want to be. I'm still kind of in that baby step phase, and I want to kind of improve myself a little bit more, because some of the things on here, I'm just not 100% willing to do them yet, and I know why I'm not willing to do them yet. So, kind of talked about that and that type of thing. And I really like these. I like this sticker pack. I know it's really cute. It's got a bunch of different types of stickers, and I think they're really good to kind of put these kind of good quotes that will help me along in here. So, and that type of thing. Also, this notebook has like scriptures at the bottom. Somehow they always relate to what I'm writing about. Anyway, that was cool. Okay, that's just me. So that is going to be it for today's stream. Thank you, Demerty, for the smiley face. I appreciate it. Demerty is my husband. We love him. I love him the most. Anyway, that's it for today's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. Come this coming Saturday, probably at 3 p.m. instead of 2, just because of my schedule. At 3, we will be kind of working on part 3 of my Plan With Me series, so making more of the weekly spreads in my February planner and that type of thing. I hope you guys can join us for that. If you really like this stream, please give it a, go ahead and give me a follow. You can also follow me on Instagram for more bullet journaling content, and my YouTube channel has all my previous streams and that type of thing. So, those are all linked in my bio. That's it. I'll see you guys next week. Bye!